All right, Drake Riggs here for my MMA news with Cris Sunshine Lencioni. We're in the heart of Canby, Oregon, at Sunshine Athletics and Jiu-Jitsu. Fabiano Scherner, also, got to get the name right completely, right? Just you don't want to upset Fabiano.
That's not the guy you want to make mad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're here at the gym, Cris, like I said, and your own gym. Just curious, man, right off the bat, did you always have this idea of you wanted to set up a gym? And I mean, it was probably a difficult process, right, to get this thing going.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember what started it, right? But I had it in my head, and once it was in my head, I had to do it. It's just kind of how my brain works, dude. Like massive ADHD, all that stuff. And I didn't take out any loans or anything like that. I was really smart with the way I opened it up and acquired all my equipment and everything like that. So a lot of people do that with their business. They take out a big fat loan. But it changed my life, man. The kids program is really what, was a huge deal because there's nothing like that around here. Yeah. So, other cities, they have it, so they take it for granted. But out here, there was nothing like that. So I got great testimonials. Just put it that way. Trendsetter.
And is there something the most difficult part of that process? Because I can't even imagine what it would take to start something like this. I'm not very business savvy, but you tell me.
Honestly, just location. This is a great location. I know we're in a weird little office, but we're in
location-wise.
Yeah, we're in downtown Canby, but it's a really weird small town. They're very tight knit, so it's there weren't a lot of options. That was the hardest thing, and this guy made it really difficult for me to move in. It's not like I care if he knows this or not. He just did not give a crap about my business. He's like, I don't care. Made me pay a ton of money up front. And that was the hardest. So now we're coming up on the end of our lease. And so I'm like, ooh, looking forward to what's next,
And when did you realize that you wanted to start doing this? Because, I mean, obviously a lot of people end up having gyms as fighters and everything, but you're still at the beginning of your career really, and you already have a gym, bro.
I guess. Is it beginning, man? I had well, it feels like so much more.
You're not at the end, let's put it that way.
Yeah. I had freak, dude, eight of those amateur fights we just busted out in a year, and then now this is my 6th appearance in Bellator coming up, whatever. I don't know when this shows, but next week, okay? It's next week. It's next Friday. And doing this, I lost the question because I was just thinking about how many fights I've had. Shit, read it back to me. What'd you say?
Was what made you want to start a gym, considering, a lot of people have gyms, but, you're not at the end of your career like a lot of people when they do it.
Dude, honestly, it just changed my life. And fighting is so freaking selfish. God, dude, it's one of the most self-absorbed, selfish freaking things on earth. And all that you have to go through to get to the fight, unless you're a heavyweight, then you can just eat whatever you want and do whatever, right? Not train and just show up and win 150,000, freaking Derek Lewis. Does that dude even train, right? Anyways. Yeah. And I was like, no, there's got to be more to this. I always wanted to work with kids. I mean, I went to college for criminal justice. I've always wanted to do, I don't know, human rights kind of work, or I don't know, civil service work.
Help people out.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a weirdo about it. Ooh, I got to help the world. But I don't know, one person at a time, just a little bit of help. Everyone, and doing this is what I know. So, and just an easy way to give back.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it. Yeah.
Nice, very nice. And what you got? Right. represent. We were talking a little bit about it before going on, but just some stuff. And I don't think I've heard the story about how you got into MMA. So I want to get a little bit deeper with you into that regard. How'd you find out about it? Where'd the love begin? Tell me the Sunshine story.
The love. I got my ass beat growing up from Taekwondo. And that changed my life because I realized Taekwondo was not as cool as everyone thought it was. And then I was getting kicked out of school, and they said, you got to do wrestling. And I was like, crap, that's that weird stuff where all the dudes are humping each other. And so I did that, and I was awful at that. But it wasn't bad, but I just kept working. Everything, dude. I was underdog, just kept working. And then in college, I just I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, man. There's so many other little things that made me fall in love with it. A combination of tons of things in my life. And then someone told me you need to go to this place in Portland. It'll change your life. And it was like a rusty ass gym, dude. Like Fabiano had like a bunch of old guys, dude. They were all purple belts. Now they're all black belts. Just mean old assholes. And they just fucked me up, dude. I mean, they fucked me up. And it changed my life. So I was like, this is it. Yeah. And I just saw the whole plan unfold of how I could, take over, I guess not take over the sport, but like take over my own life, I guess, and build a whole brand off of it. And so much more has come out of it from what I thought was going to happen. So I'm like just riding a freaking roller coaster. I'm like, let's go, man. Let's ride it. Yeah.
So a little bit of a pride thing, it sounds like. You just want to, I don't know, get beat up and you're like, I don't want to get beat up anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like everybody like secretly is competitive, right? Like everybody like hope so. Yearns, is that the word? Yearns for competition. Yeah, and this to me was like the ultimate competition, dude. I was like, nothing's crazier than fighting another freaking dude. Yeah. I was like boxing, kickboxing, all that other stuff. I didn't like it. It's too limited. I was like, I honestly want to go do that let way stuff if they would just allow takedowns. Is that how you say it? Let way? Yeah, I was like, dude, I will headbutt and kick you in the balls.
Knock you out and you'll keep coming.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly, dude. But you better let me take you down, too. I want the submissions,
I'm not sure if they do that.
They don't. They don't. But it'd be cool. Mm-hmm. No. It'd just be MMA.
Hey, you can now yeah.
It'd just be MMA with headbutts.
Headbutts and the 8 counts or whatever. So get a little crazy. That's some nasty stuff.
Yeah, they get like 2 minutes. I think you knock a guy out and they get like 2 minutes to recover. Yeah, it's not even like an 8 count. I think it's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched the full one.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. So when it comes to MMA, though, obviously a lot goes into this sport. It's a combat sports thing, right? But a lot of people will say that the mental side of it is a lot more difficult maybe than the physical. And I know you've had injuries. Everybody deals with injuries, but to what extent, right? So, I mean, what would you weigh one over the other more in mental or physical in the sport, or
mental?
Pretty even, yeah.
Oh, mental all day. Yeah. Everybody's injured. Everybody's got something going on. Only like, I mean, it's got to be so serious if you're gonna pull out. I think you just got to go through it, and do it. I'm like gonna be shaking a little bit because I'm water loading right now, so I'm like 2 gallons in me. I'm like, gotta pee. Mental, 100%. My mental game was always on point, and then I slipped up. And bam, bam, I lost 2 fights in a row. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I got the mental game back on and then came back with a huge win over the toughest person yet. Mm-hmm. And now I'm fighting another guy who I don't think is as tough as Adil, personally. But mentally, it's just never been sharper, other than this moment of which I'm hungry and have to pee.
Bad timing.
No,
Bad
it's like perfect timing.
Yeah, because it's going to get worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to rub it in.
Yeah,
but to shift a little bit to something that, we talked about a while ago when I was going to have you on the podcast and you were fixing your house, man. So I just want to know, you finished it up, right? So no not done with it? Okay, never mind.
Done,
so
dude.
Update on the house.
I can't get into it legally, but someone did something that they weren't supposed to do. So it's
that was months ago.
That was months ago. Yeah, I know, and it's bad. I still am working on that. So
damn. Okay.
It'll get finished. It's like we're right there. We're very close, actually. It's just the timing of this fight. I was like, why?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's do it. Beat this guy's ass and then fix my house.
Yeah, because I remember you saying like, really hard thing to do, which I can imagine. You were like doing demolition all on it.
Oh yeah. I fully demoed the house and then we rebuilt it, and piped it ourselves and had we did like everything. We built a whole house, dude. It's crazy.
Another job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want to even get into all this stuff I do, man. Let's just say I live the martial arts lifestyle, man. 100% to the T. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then speaking of that, touched on it with Bellator 239 on Friday, today's Friday, when we're recording this. Salim Mukhidinov, if my pronunciation is correct, probably better than you know, right?
I have no idea, dude. I was just calling him salami meatball or whatever, dude.
It works.
Like that.
Anyway, getting ready for him.
Yeah.
Do you do much studying on your opponents? When I talked to you after fight to win, I said obviously not for jiu-jitsu, you're just coming and do your thing in jiu-jitsu. When it comes to fight, have you been looking up much on him or just honing the skills? Tell me about the matchup.
Yeah, no, like I never really do any of that for any of my opponents, like I just go in and I'm like gonna do my own thing. I know what I got. I know they got some moves. I got a lot more moves, and I just like to think that I'm gonna be the more mentally prepared. Because physical, it's like, well, if you're not physically prepared, you'll see that shit real quick, right? You gas out after one takedown, where I throw a combo and it's like, you know. So I always like to think I'm just the more mentally prepared individual, and I go in with that. That's about it. And let my coaches do all the work. They tell me shit.
That's what they're there for, right?
Yeah, I'm coachable, dude. They'll tell me stuff. I'm like, you know, just give me a second to breathe before you start yelling at me, you know, which is every coach is, you know, if you coach anyone or anything, you know, like if you just go right after the match or anything, you tell them something, it's like in and out the ear. If you just make them take a deep breath and then tell them, you got it. Dude, they never lose it. Secret. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we got friggin', you know, 20-something of my students out here right now training while we're doing this. And I made that mistake at the beginning. I used to just like, and they're like, so what do I do, coach? And I'm like, okay, take a deep breath. Okay, and then just like 2 things. Yeah. Simple.
Nice. Secret's out. And, you know, coming off of, you know, the Adil win, like we said, and then your jiu-jitsu wins, which I like to count because they were very good. Yeah. So you got a streak going right now.
Those guys are, exactly.
Yes. But then in between all that, there was the Van Roosmalen situation miss.
That guy.
Which is its own thing. Ugh. But bring that up just because, like, is that make you more motivated for this one? I kind of like, you don't even know. Like,
if I didn't just have to pee so bad right now, I would be shaking around even more, but it'd shake everything up and then I'd pee myself. I am so, like, I've just been like, dude, it's like, oh man. A lot of kids watch this. I don't know what your audience is. Oh God, I got like blue balls from that fight, dude. I was right there. Hashtag ball wash. And I was ready to get in there and just give him it. And then the fight got canceled. And I was like, blue balls.
I think that's a great comparison.
Ball wash. And I've just been sitting here with these big, heavy blue balls for October, November, December, January. That's 5 months. 5 months.
Count them 5.
Of blue balls.
So the anticipation is
and nothing my wife did could satisfy the blue balls.
Darn.
Sorry, wife.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. That took such a turn.
It's so bad. It's because now I drink one of these, you know, Rain body fuels, and I'm just full of the sunshine power.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Van Roosmalen again, not to talk about him, but you know, he was a striker. You know, glory kickboxer and all that fancy stuff. You know, I know that in the past you've wanted to show your striking because everybody thinks that you're just a jiu-jitsu guy, which you've, you know, proven to be so far good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that everyone let me take him down.
So,
you know,
do you want to show the striking more? Or is that something you think about?
Yeah, I'm going out there to knock this dude out, man. I'm gonna go out there and put hands on him and just make love to his upper body. And then if he does allow it, I'll make love to his lower body as well, in the form of jiu-jitsu. We'll see what happens.
That's the most sexual way you could put a fight prediction.
See, we went into this and I wasn't awake, you know.
Now we were going.
And now the rain's in and my blood is pumping and I'm thinking about my blue balls.
Sorry, man. Does it fire you up even more when, you know, people, you know, think of you as only the grappler, and then you have guys like, you know, AJ Agazarm treating you only as a grappler too?
Sick.
You know,
I don't even want to discuss that man right now. He just makes me sick. Everything about him is like, he looks like a 40-year-old baby. You know what I mean? It looks like someone left a baby out in the sun, like a grown man baby. Yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like a little. Ugh. Just a hairy baby. It looks like a hairy baby, man. With really, like, I don't know. His jiu-jitsu's all right, but the other guy's jiu-jitsu look good too. Anyone's jiu-jitsu can look good at any time, dude. It's fighting. Yeah. And what I saw was someone that took a lot to the chin right there, dude. More than freaking Sasha Grey. Why do you know who that is? Why do you know who that is? Huh? That's messed up, dude.
Hey, she's an actress. She's an actress.
She's an actress now. That's right.
Exactly.
He took more shots. He took more shots to the face than her. So that chin is weak, and I would love to test it.
So, I mean, I know you called him out after his fight, so
yeah,
hoping for that one after this, maybe.
We'll see.
Not to look ahead. Not to look ahead.
Oh, I don't care. We'll see, man. I would love it. I mean, give me that. But he's too busy chasing friggin' celebrity fighters. Oh, I gotta pee. It's all right. We're good.
Getting there. We're about to wrap it up.
We're good.
Yeah. So, and then when I talked to you at Fight to Win, you know, when you got your win there, I brought up the tag team match, which wasn't a thing, and then you ended up doing one. So I want to hear about it. You know, you didn't tag team with Brandon, like I proposed to you.
Yeah,
you tag team with John.
He got
Simone.
kicked out of that.
Got kicked out. He was very offended.
Brandon wasn't at the right. There's like certain practices. If you're there, then you know coach likes you, and if you're not there, coach doesn't believe you train. So he wasn't there a couple times. He's like, no. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Ooh, I got to pee so bad. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee.
Sweet relief,
dude.
We're back, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I don't know if a lot of fighters talk about what they do for weight cutting and stuff.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So, like, there's a process called water loading.
Yes.
Right? And, dude, I know a guy that I train with that is a huge 55er. Let's just put it that way, because I don't know if he wants people to know he does this or not. But he drinks 3 gallons. He drinks 2 gallons a day just training. He drinks 3 gallons when he starts his water load. Okay. So a gallon a day for me is just, I'm like, dude, that's hard enough, bro. I mean, come on. Liquid, yeah. Do you drink a gallon a day?
I think probably, honestly. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
I don't count it, though.
Yeah, bullshit, right? So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, think about it. Like, maybe if you add all the water, food that you had to, right? Yeah. Carry a gallon around with you. And then see at the end of the day how much you've drank. So I'm drinking 2 right now. And the process just keeps your body, like, super healthy. And then you kind of just slowly deplete your water so your body doesn't realize it. And then, bam, you just cut a little bit of weight in the sauna or something. Yeah. It's honestly money. It's like a really easy weight cut. I used to, like, kill myself.
I was going to say, your weight cuts aren't usually too bad,
dude,
right?
I used to murder myself in the sauna as an amateur. Dude, me and my buddy Thomas Patrick almost died in the sauna one time. We sat there for like 6 hours.
It's just not knowing, though, right?
Oh, like... no, because no one teaches you as an amateur. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I hurt myself so much as an amateur. And as a pro, it's like so much better. And I have my nutrition run by Tyler Minton. Yeah, it's a good guy. Really good guy.
Yeah, no, he's the best. I think so.
I
wasn't sure if he was still.
Yeah, totally.
A little quiet lately. But
yeah. He's killing it, dude. He's really good. He's got the formula for success. Anyways, back to mission objective. Look at this though. This certificate of award thing. One of my members made this for a student to get a free jiu-jitsu tournament. So I'm waiting to do that after my fight. I'm gonna bust that thing out.
Hell yeah. Anyways, before the pee break.
Before the pee break.
I was just curious about how the tag team ended up going since we did.
I've done tag team twice now. I have my trophies here somewhere. Not in this room because this is my crappy little office. But they're out in my display case out there.
Yeah, I saw the Saison title, or however you say that.
Saison or Season? I like to think of it like Szechuan.
Okay, that's better.
I won 2 tag team matches. The most recent one was with John, and I did one before with Thomas. And it's funny you said that because I wasn't even going to do it, and then you said it, and then I just I don't I'll do anything, but I forget. I got so much going on, dude. I have like multiple full-time businesses, dude, that I'm running. Yeah. And the problem is I'm putting like part-time energy. Oh, I hear kids getting yelled at. I put like, I'm trying to do full-time with all of them, but there's just not enough time in the day. Yeah, so. Seriously. Yeah. But I whooped ass in that tag team. No, I scored 3 subs.
I think, that was all of them.
That was all of them.
You won it for the team.
Yeah, I didn't want to make fun of my teammate John Simone.
Wink, wink.
But he didn't get anything.
It happens, man. That's tag team grappling for you.
No, he just sucks.
Oh, well, I was being nice. He's a
savage.
Okay, man. This has been fun. One last thing, though, for you. New year, new decade. I don't know. What, do you think it's a new decade? Is it? There's a debate. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Is it a new
Roaring
decade?
20s or something. Or
yeah, 2021's new decade. Either way, whatever. New year.
Sure. Okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the debate, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no year 0 or whatever.
Technically, there's no year 0.
Yeah. We're not getting into that.
You're not your age until you're the next year or 2. You know. Yeah. So
Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, goals for this year. By the end of the year, what what have you will have wanted to do?
In a perfect world?
Yes.
Oh,
A lot.
all right. Well, I had to tune that up because otherwise I think my wife would have ripped off my blue balls if I would have just started rambling there. In a perfect world, we're looking at a nice big old fatty contract with Bellator for a couple more fights. Preferably cool fights instead of just random ass dudes who don't talk shit on the internet with me. Like, let's talk a little shit. All right, it's fun. No, but realistically, actually, the biggest thing is we're starting up a nonprofit after school program here in Canby. Canby's a small town. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of small little towns like this that don't have anything for their kids, and they like just lose their mind. There's huge bullying programs. And so I'm trying to make mine like a YMCA, but good. Mm-hmm. Like, I've worked for the YMCA. Yeah. It was awful. Never doing that again. And so that's where all my focus is going into. And in a perfect world, I have like a, RIP to Kobe. He has the Mamba Sports Academy. Mm-hmm. I want a freaking Sunshine Sports Academy, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, that's my... I mean, I'm saying I want, but like realistically, I'm gonna have it. Let's be honest, because I've already been planning it for years. I've just been keeping it under the hood, and now I'm at that point where I'm like, you can't stop me. So I'm okay to talk about it. So nice. And then I want to take my beautiful wife to the where were we? The Caribbeans or something like that.
Nice.
That's what I want to do. So.
Good vacation.
Nothing really serious, man. I like video games and guns and stuff, money. I like green stuff. I like all the green stuff, the plants, the food, the money.
Well, you're always posting your wins, man. Have you tried the streaming thing?
Yeah. So I need to get on the streaming thing, man. You're like the 50th person to tell me that.
All right.
I know. No, and I don't know. I will be honest with you. I have fallen behind. I don't know how to set all that up.
All right, fair enough. I mean, yeah.
So someone can help me with that, set up my streaming services. Mm-hmm. I'd like to have like a big giant sun in the background.
That would be cool.
And then like whenever I turn my head, like crazy shit shoots out of my you know what I mean? They have this stuff where every time the guy looks around, lasers will shoot out. So like your head's focused here.
Sharks with freaking lasers.
Yeah, so that's what I want, but I don't know how to do any of that. I barely know how to use my Facebook page.
Yeah, it's complex, that technology.
And it went past me so fast. Yeah. Seriously.
I believe you.
Why do I feel so old?
All right. Okay, I want to ask one more thing now because you mentioned, get the new contract.
Yeah.
Is this like the last fight in your contract?
Yeah,
this is the last one?
Yeah,
okay.
Technically.
That's motivating too.
It was like 6 fights within 2 years. I don't know if I'm allowed to say all that. I think I am. It's like a 2-year contract. We're past the 2-year mark. Mm-hmm. But they're honoring like the fights, and then the Robin fight still counts. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. I mean, you got paid for it, right?
Yeah, I got my show money. Which is great. It's like awesome, like half of what I wanted to get. And then after taxes, the government just gives you their own. Yeah. They just let go of their blue balls, and they take most of your money. You got coaches you got to take care of. It's not like my coaches and teammates didn't put in the work. So at the end of the day, I went home with a nice, I could have bought a 98 Ford Ranger. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like fighting is like kind of a trip. Yeah, this is the end of my contract. I'm looking forward to the next step up. I think I'm pretty sexy, pretty cool.
You just re-dyed the hair?
Yeah, I re-dyed my hair. It's really, dude, it was purple 2 days ago. That's what I love about this stuff. So like, I think there's like the echelon of fighters. There's like brackets. I definitely think I'm like a mid-level, like, a nice steak. Not like not a fillet, but what's like a prime rib?
Yeah.
Prime rib. Yeah. A little fatty, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got some little extra on it.
Not like a boring ass like top sirloin. Like everybody gets that. Like I'm talking like a nice Friday night special prime rib.
Yeah.
Like 20 ounce.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we covered pretty much everything there.
Carne asada?
Carne asada? Yeah.
Normally my interviews are 5 minutes long, and you've talked for 25 minutes about steak, Chris, so we need to move on.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Fantastic, man.
I'm the worst, dude. I'm like a terrible interviewer. It's just what I do.
This was fun. So, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll wrap that up with that.
Get a shot of my kids. They work hard.
Okay, I will.
All right?
Yes, I'll throw
Don't
that in.
forget that.
No.
It's a cool gym.
We'll put that in right here or in the beginning. So we'll put it in. All right, thanks, man.
What are you doing, Jordan? Sorry, Ian.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there. That's freaking calorie deprived, drug fueled. I'm just kidding. Well, this technically is a drug, so caffeine is
I don't think I've ever seen those ones. I've just heard the
Oh,
bang.
you want? I got
No, dude, I'm not good with energy drinks.
Me neither.